Hello YouTube, Fuzz here, welcome back to World of Final Fantasy, and today we're going to be taking on Where Art Thou Smoochy Poo, which is the second intervention quest we're going to be doing. So if you're not sure what intervention quests are, check out the last episode of this playlist, where we could not only complete the first one, which is the girl who forgot her name, but I explain the whole system to you as well. So for today's intervention quest, we're going to require 2 armor gems, so make sure you have those ready, and let's get on with today's show. Alright then, so we'll go and speak to the mysterious person and accept the quest itself. So, it's the second one in the list of 3. So long as I say at the start, we have completed that first one, which we have. I'll just go ahead and skip this cutscene for now. And this actual battle that's coming up is a little bit stronger than anything we've fought up until this point. So I'll explain to you the Mirage setup I've used. And if you do what I do, then as you can see, we can get through without too much trouble. So what I've done is given one of my stacks Sylph and one of my stacks the Mandragora out of the Mirages that I have available to me at this early part of the game anyway. Those are probably the best. And the reason for that is that this enemy here does have a weakness to the wind element. It's not a strong weakness, about a 25% increase in damage. But it means that you can do a little bit more damage than with physical attacks, which is actually a bonus because this enemy does cast heal spells with Cure towards the end of the fight, and your physical attacks probably aren't going to be able to outdamage the Cure that she spams every 4 or 5 rounds. Now also, this enemy does like to cast an ability called Flash, which has a strong chance of casting blind on your characters. So just be prepared if you are using physical attacks to remove that with eye drops. You should have quite a few eye drops by this point anyway. So for Sylph stack, I'm going ahead with using the ability known as Whisper Wind, which does a nice amount of damage to the boss, but also heals the stack for the same amount of damage that you do. So in my case, Reynn stack is using that, and she gets to pretty much be nicely topped up on health. Now for Lann stack, I'm going to be using Leaf Dagger, which also does a nice amount of wind damage. It does have a poison effect as well, but the boss is immune to most status effects, including sleep and poison, so they're not going to be worth, trying to cast on it or anything. And it's also immune to pretty much everything else as well, so don't buy any flash bombs or anything like that to try and cast on it. You're not going to get them to succeed. And that's pretty much it. One thing I did forget to mention, but you probably saw me do, was cast Protect. So Protect doesn't last too long, but because a lot of the damage that's coming from this particular enemy is physical damage, it does have a tendency just to help mitigate that. So, it is important to cast that if you have it. The Copper Gnome is the Mirage that you've probably got that's going to give you that ability. The enemy has, I think, 3,600 hit points, so it does take quite a bit of beating and a few rounds to actually defeat it, especially because when it starts healing, which you'll see in a moment or two, it does heal for about 450 points of damage. So you do have to be able to out-damage that heal, which it casts, I think, every 4 rounds. There we go, we've started on it now. So that's why I'm saying physical attacks probably aren't going to be able to do that. But those magical attacks, even though they're only doing about 50 points more damage each, are actually going to be able to out-damage that, which is what we need. Other than that, just make sure you stay on top of your health totals. Some of these special attacks from this enemy can hurt. I've seen 500, 550 points of damage coming in single target attacks. So, you do have to be prepared for those. If your health drops below half, I do recommend just throwing a potion onto whatever stack that is. You can probably risk it for a round or 2, but eventually you are going to want to make sure that people's healths are nicely topped up so that you can at least stay alive. I don't think there's a whole lot more that really needs to be said here. Oh, but one thing, if you chose to battle Shiva earlier on, and you got the Ice Mirage from doing so, then this boss is actually weak to Ice as well. And if you somehow have access to a couple of Ice Mirages, which you probably won't have, in fact you won't have unless you've come to do this a little bit later on in the game. But if you did have access to a couple of Ice Mirages, then you can combine those together. Is it Ice or Water? I'm getting confused. One or the other anyway, whichever one it is that you get for the Mirage after defeating Shiva. You can get some nice, strong combined spells with those. But it's not necessary. These wind ones are pretty much going to do the job for you anyway, as you can see here. I think I do get quite lucky in this fight, because when we get this boss to fairly low health, it does stop casting Cura. So there we go. There was the Cura spell. And I think we're lucky that we don't actually get another Cura spell now until the end. But just to be on the safe side, I do take it a little bit risky here. And literally just go all out. I don't bother with healing. I don't bother with casting Protect. I literally just go all out at this point and finish up on low health, but manage to take the boss down before the next healing spell from the boss. And obviously I'm just interspersing my magical attacks with physical attacks when we don't have enough skill points to cast the magical ones. Although they do replenish quite quickly, either from taking damage or from dealing damage. I'm just like, please die, don't heal. And they've got another turn coming up, I'm thinking, don't heal, but they cast Slash, which is fine. So we're very close here. One attack. Oh no, we've done it. Okay, that's it, we're sorted. Right, so after you defeat this boss, you get the Princess Goblin Memento, which is basically going to allow you to capture this creature the next time we battle it, which will be soon, since doing so is going to give us that massive amount of experience I was telling you about. But now we've got some lengthy cutscenes, so enjoy.
It's over.
Oh my God! Wait, Warrior of Light.
Highness, please step aside. I can't allow this evil mirage to continue in her foul ways.
No, I will not. Despite her poor judgment, her heart is in the right place. Yeah? Can you blame her? Like any princess, all that she desired was a dashing gentleman. Oh, for sure! It is no less noble than what I do for my kingdom. Yes, it is.
Princess.
Now, if you genuinely wish to protect me, then please, put your sword away. Yeah,
Very well. If it is your wish I show mercy, then I will stay my blade.
What is the matter? Are you hurt? After all of the terrible things I witnessed to you, why are you so nice? I feel like such an awful meanie.
You're right. Her Highness is as caring as they come. Why else would I have fallen in...
Princess Sarah! Oh, I am so not worthy! You win! I must accept my defeat! So long! Oh, hey, from now on, I'm going to be a better ruler and look after my goblins! So long! Oh, and I hope there aren't any hard feelings. So long! And like, if you ever need me for anything, I'll be here in a goblin minute, so just say the word!
Right. We'll keep you posted.
So long! What a selfless and courageous princess she turned out to be. A fine ruler, willing to change when necessary. Just the sort of example I should strive to imitate.
No, Your Highness is fine the way you are. If you need help, I will always be there to assist you.
I am beginning to see I am in good hands. Thank you, sir.
Your Highness?
There's no telling what mirages might lie just around the bend. I trust that you will keep me safe until we return home?
Right. Then I suggest you stay as close to me as possible.
I love thrilling adventures. We should have another one.
Oh, no. We need to adopt a strict no more abductions rule. Never again.
Okay, so it looks like we get to save the day again there. And we can go ahead and say hello
Welcome to the rift between dreams and time.
to the mysterious person once more.
Now?
And we can see that we've gone ahead and now completed that particular quest, which means that we've unlocked the optional fight that I'm going to show you how to do in the next episode, which is going to bring our party a whopping 45,000 experience. So we're going to be getting plenty of levels from that. Obviously it's optional, so if you don't want to do it, you don't have to, but I do want to show it you at least. But that's going to be it for today then, guys. So thanks for stopping by. I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you have, don't forget to leave a like, be subscribed to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next episode. I'll look forward to it. Goodbye.